Good. You are powerful and you are strong, even though many of you will be experiencing yourselves as the opposite at times right now. You are powerful and you are strong. You are strong as souls. You could not be incarnate on earth at this moment in Earth's history without being strong. And that is not to say that strength, from our perspective, relates to any personality traits or personality behaviors. When we talk about your strength, we are speaking about your vibrational ability to hold yourselves as a light body on earth. And yes, your light body is being held within a physical body, but your light body is doing the animation work. So your physical body is not animating itself, your light body is. And your light body is the body that houses your soul. Your physical body is the body that houses your light body. So when we say to you, you are powerful and strong, we mean it. For these are times on earth where we will say the roof is blowing open in a good way, but in a way that is quite jarring because a great deal of your historical timelines are collapsing all at once. This is a fairly unprecedented shift on earth. It has happened before, but not for many tens of thousands of years. So what you are going through as a humanity is both a revolution around who you have become and a dissolution around who you were. So it is a dizzying time for many of you, and it can be very disorienting. If you are able to remember and work with and be with this, it will make these times feel somewhat easier. We could give you the analogy that it is a little like you are watching a television show. That is the show of the world right now. And much like your television shows, they can make you cry. They can make you feel. They can make you think. They can inspire you. They can depress you. They can turn you off. They can be something you do not want to watch. You are emotionally engaged often with these television shows, so it's not that you are watching the television show on earth with complete detachment, and in fact, usually the opposite. You are letting your emotional body move through a journey in response to what you are seeing. But of course, there is then the human level. And you are quite brilliant as humans. You truly are, but you have been, shall we say, caged and contained in your ultimate possible expression. Even those of you who are aware that you are a conscious being and a soul, you are already further ahead than many on the planet because you at least have the remembrance inside you of who you are and what is possible for you, and how possible things can be not just for your life but for all on earth. Now, that can be a hard thing to live with, because when you see things around you that you do not like or that you are challenged by or that are a struggle for you, it can seem very jarring that you are living at a time where all of these explosions are going on, literal and energetic. But the truth is, this was always the time that was forecast. So your human brilliance is where your focus needs to be. Now, we are not saying that many of you will be comfortable or even in agreement with us that you are brilliant. When we say your human brilliance, all we mean is not to put you in any hierarchical position over others, but simply to remind you that all of you have your unique brilliance that you bring to bear to this planet, to this world, to your loved ones, to the work you do, to the vibrational shift that you are in right now. So, your human brilliance is going to be what becomes more developed, more fortified, strengthened, more rounded, and more aware through this process. So it is often the case that some of your toughest lessons or most difficult experiences lead to some of your greatest heights. And that is what we are telling you about your society right now, even though right now you are not in the height phase. Right now you are in the dissolution phase overall. But flowers find a way everywhere. And so there are many flowers that are breaking through the pavement right now, that are coming up through the cracks in the concrete. They are finding their ways. And when they are seen by people, they are enjoyed. They are celebrated. So you can be one who celebrates the flowers you see on earth. You can also be one who creates the flowers on earth. That is an aspect of your brilliant humanity. So, we will say this again before we go to your questions today. We would ask any of you who are still carrying even a trace of the idea that you are here to save the world and save the planet, to let that go. That's a very ancient belief that can grind you down. There was a time on Earth where holding that kind of conviction could be helpful, and in fact, at a certain point in time, it was even a high vibration way of thinking. But these days, that will make you drown. There is nothing for you to save. There is much for you to positively influence. You can all positively influence, but to give yourself the burden How to channel and why is my video masterclass on channeling and how it can enhance your daily life. All of us can channel the voice of our soul and the voice of our higher self. And the more we do it, the more it becomes an incredible journey of self-growth and expansion. Channeling used to be something that I observed from afar and thought only other people did or special people did, and yet when I began channeling, it started for me on the London Underground, the most unlikely place. I certainly didn't think I was qualified to channel, but what I learned through my own experience is that any of us can channel. As you go through this course, I'm going to share with you the deep link between channeling and intuition, how the two really depend on each other and bounce off each other. And certainly for me, as someone who works as an energy intuitive and a channeler, the relationship between those two has been very important. The course covers everything from different types of channeling self-care, how to work with your messages, a 7-day video guide where I literally walk you through the channeling steps and accompany you each day, an interview with my guides, the Z's, about the act of channeling and what's happening when we're in that process. Bonus interviews with channelers Paul Selig and Wendy Kennedy to hear about their personal experience as channelers and how it has affected their life, and so much more. All of these modules, plus a community forum, are waiting for you when you sign up. In June 2004, I did my first channeled reading for a member of the public. So, in June 2024, I want to celebrate the 20-year anniversary by devoting myself to this How to Channel and Why course with those of you who want to come join me. Click the link below for more details.